children. Today in this video we are going to study about salts and its preparation. So let us come to the topic salt. What is salt? It is a compound which is formed by the partial or total replacement of an ionizable hydrogen atoms of an acid by a metallic ion or an ammonium ion. So in an ionic definition, what does this say? Ki salt, it is an ionic compound, and when it dissociates in water, it will give positive ion other than hydrogen ion or a negative ion other than hydroxyl ion. For example, we can take the case of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, when it dissociates in water, it will give sodium and chlorine, whereas sodium is positive ion but not hydrogen, and chlorine is negative ion but not hydroxyl ion. Okay. It can also be prepared by neutralizing sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid. So sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid. What does this give? It will give a salt which is sodium chloride, and what is formed? Water is formed. Clear. Now come to classification of salts. In our syllabus, three kinds of salts are there. Okay. So first is normal salt. Second is acid salts. And third is basic salt. So what is normal salt? Normal salts are the salts which are formed by complete replacement of an insoluble hydrogen atoms of an acid by a metallic or ammonium ion. For example, we can take the case of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, it will yield sodium chloride. Hydrochloric acid, it will yield sodium chloride, and sulfuric acid, it will give sodium sulfate. For example, if we see when hydrochloric acid, that means acid when combines with the base will be sodium hydroxide, then what it will form? It will form salt and water, just as we have done earlier. NaCl, sodium chloride and water. So normal salts, they don't have ionizable hydrogen atoms. Okay. Now acid salts, they are formed by partial replacement of an ionizable hydrogen atoms of the polybasic acids by a metal or an ammonium ion. For example, we can take the case of dilute sulfuric acid. So dilute sulfuric acid, it will yield sodium hydrogen sulfide, NaHSO4. Okay. So dilute hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, when reacts with sodium chloride, it will give sodium hydrogen sulfate. That means NaHSO4, and what is left? Hydrochloric acid. Okay. So acid salts, they are usually formed when the amount of heat taken is insufficient for the complete neutralization of that acid. Other examples of acid salts are sodium hydrogen sulfate, disodium hydrogen disodium hydrogen phosphate, and sodium dihydrogen phosphate. Okay. Now come to basic salts. Basic salts, they are formed by partial replacement of the hydroxyl group, that means OH group, of a di or triacidic base by an acid radical. For example, we can take basic lead chloride, that means PbOHCl, basic magnesium chloride, basic copper chloride, basic copper nitrate. So for example, we can take any of the diacetic base. Diacetic base, that means lead hydroxide, when we'll take lead hydroxide, and lead hydroxide when reacts with hydrochloric acid, what it forms? It will form a basic salt, PbOHCl. PbOHCl, that means basic lead chloride along with water. Clear? So these basic salt, they contains a metallic cation, a hydroxyl ion of the base, and an anion of the acid. So this was all about normal acid and basic salt. Now children, our next topic is action of dilute acids on salts. So in this, first of all, decomposition of carbonates, hydrogen carbonates by acid we'll see. So when carbonate or bicarbonate, it reacts with an acid, it will give salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. We can take the case of sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3, when it reacts with an acid, that means HCl, it will give salt. Salt is NaCl along with water, and gas is liberated. It is carbon dioxide gas. Okay. Again, we can take the case of calcium bicarbonate, CaHCO3. Again, when it reacts with, we can take another acid, that is nitric acid, HNO3. What it forms? It will form calcium nitrate along with water, and again carbon dioxide gas is released. Next case we can take of copper carbonate. Copper carbonate, that means CuCO3. When it reacts with an acid HCl, it will form CuCl2, copper chloride, water and carbon dioxide gas is formed. Now next case we can take of magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate, when it react with sulfuric acid H2SO4, it will form magnesium sulfate, salt, along with water and carbon dioxide gas is released. So this was all about decomposition of carbonates, hydrogen carbonates by acids. Now next is decomposition of here we have seen decomposition of carbonates and hydrogen carbonate. Now we'll see decomposition of sulfides and hydrogen sulfides and hydrogen sulfide by acid. Okay, so here we can take the case of sodium sulfide. When it reacts with an acid HCl, it will form sodium chloride and water, and sulfur dioxide is formed, SO2. Okay. Again, when copper sulfate, it reacts with any of the acid, that means we can take, just we have taken here nitric acid. So copper sulfate when react with nitric acid, it will form copper nitrate water, and again sulfur dioxide. Okay. Now next is topic is decomposition of this sulfides by acid. So we can take K2S, potassium sulfide. Potassium sulfide when reacts with an acid, that means sulfuric acid, H2SO4, it will give potassium sulfate along with hydrogen sulfide gas. Clear? Another one, zinc sulfide, when react with any of the acid, H2SO4, it will give ZnSO4, that means zinc sulfate, and H2S gas is released. So this was all about the decomposition of sulfides by acid.